It started with this view of the pyramids and the Sphinx from the sky. But Cairo had far more waiting for me. Camel rides through the desert, climbing deep inside ancient pyramids. A dinner cruise on the Nile with belly dance and live music swirling around me. Mosques echoing with history, museums filled with golden crown and mummies that stared back through time. And centuries-old churches, like the Hanging Church and the incredible cave church carved into rock. Bustling souks, royal palaces. And one night, I dined high above it all, at Cairo Tower, watching the city glow in a full 360 degrees, chaos and beauty dancing below. Honestly, I was shocked. I never expected Cairo to have this much history, energy, and wonder. This city wasn't just a stop on my journey. It became one of the most unforgettable stories I've ever lived. Cairo had been on my bucket list for a long time. This spontaneous 3-day trip was planned just a day in advance with my colleague and friend Shahinur. From the moment we landed, the city felt alive. Bustling streets, honking cars, vibrant shops, and people everywhere. My adventure began at the Pyramids of Giza. I first collected my ticket, and as I entered the complex, I was welcomed by an incredible sight. Khufu's towering Great Pyramid, Khafre's Pyramid, and the smaller Menkaure Pyramid, all lined up together and built over 4,500 years ago. The largest of the three was commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu and originally stood at 146.6 meters tall. We hopped on a horse cart to reach the pyramids. A fun, traditional ride. Remember to take a ride to the viewpoint to get the perfect panoramic view of all pyramids in one frame and best spot to capture some memories. Climbing inside the Great Pyramid was intense. Narrow tunnels, steep passages. The narrow passageways are dimly lit, and I could really feel the weight of history surrounding us. It's a bit claustrophobic, but the energy here is incredible, and I have to admit, climbing was quite tiring. The Grand Gallery inside stretches over 28 feet high and is lined with smooth limestone. And that mysterious Grand Gallery leading to the King's Chamber. Breathless, but totally worth it. Next, I walk out to explore the Menkaure Pyramid. Smaller, but still full of ancient vibes. As we enter the Pyramid of Menkaure, the passageway is quite narrow and steep. This pyramid is smaller than Khufu's, but it's no less significant. The interior is simpler compared to Khufu's pyramid, but it's equally fascinating to explore. Walking through these passageways, I couldn't help but think of the people who once walked here thousands of years ago. Finally, we rode camels to the best panoramic viewpoint, pyramids on one side, desert on the other. And just before sunset, we met the majestic Great Sphinx, standing 20 meters tall, carved from a single block of limestone. With the head of a pharaoh and the body of a lion, it's a powerful symbol of strength and wisdom, guarding the pyramids for thousands of years. After experiencing the pyramids complex, I headed for my first meal, some delicious local Egyptian food. Then it was time to explore the Grand Egyptian Museum, one of the largest in the world, home to treasures that bring ancient Egypt to life. Inside, I saw breathtaking monuments like the full statue of Ramses II and the massive grand staircase lined with ancient artifacts. During my visit, not all exhibits were on display, as the museum was still partially open. But even what I saw was truly impressive. From the upper gallery level, I also got a beautiful distant view of the pyramids through the museum windows, a unique perspective you won't want to miss. Don't skip this museum. It's located very close to the pyramids, and tickets are available both online and at the counter. After exploring the whole day, it was finally time to head to the hotel, crash, and get some much-needed rest. Day 2 started just the way I like it, with a traditional Egyptian breakfast at Suba, a small race store with a modern touch. Then I headed straight to the legendary Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square, a true gateway to ancient Egypt. Inside, I walked through history, golden treasures of King Tutankhamun, intricate coffins and sarcophagi, and artifacts dating back over 5,000 years. From papyrus, scrolls to the tools of daily life, every object had a story. And then, the highlight, a hall of real mummies, still perfectly preserved. It was my first time seeing real mummies, and I was speechless. One of the most stunning artifacts here is the 150 kilograms gold coffin of Tutankhamun. This solid gold masterpiece is not just a coffin, it's a symbol of the immense wealth of ancient Egypt. Tutankhamun's gold mask was incredible to see, but unfortunately, I couldn't video it as filming is restricted. However, there are other impressive masks which you can see. There was too much to show from the Egyptian Museum, so I'll be dedicating a separate video just for that, taking you through all the jaw-dropping highlights in detail, so don't miss it. Next, I booked an Uber to Mohammad Ali Palace. Nestled on Rhoda Island, the Manuel Palace is a hidden gem, a masterpiece of architectural fusion, blending Ottoman, Moorish, Persian, and even European Art Nouveau styles. As I walk through its ornate halls, I'm captivated by the intricate details, gilded ceilings, hand-painted tiles, carved woodwork, and stained glass windows that filter sunlight into colorful patterns. Every corner of this palace whispers stories of a bygone era. Built by Prince Mohammed Ali Tewfik, a true patron of art and culture, the palace was designed not only as a royal residence, but as a tribute to Egypt's artistic heritage and multicultural identity. The throne room feels like stepping straight into an Arabian Nights tale, rich in opulence and history. More than just a residence, the palace stands as a living museum, a place where Egypt's royal elegance and architectural brilliance are preserved for generations to admire. Leaving the palace, I head towards the heart of old Islamic Cairo. The drive itself is an experience. Narrow streets lined with centuries-old mosques, bustling bazaars, and vibrant local life. The street life felt raw and real. Vendors calling out their prices, the smell of spices and grilled meat in the air, shopkeepers chatting with locals, and the sounds of prayer echoing from nearby minarets. This wasn't just a commute, it was a full immersion into the beating heart of Cairo's everyday life. Our journey concludes at the Abdeen Palace Museum, a symbol of Egypt's modern royal history. Built in the 19th century, this palace once served as the seat of government. Today, it houses an array of fascinating exhibits, from royal artifacts to rare weapons and diplomatic gifts. To make the night special, I had booked a dinner cruise on the Nile, complete with belly dancing and live music. But before that, I visited the stunning Cave Church, a unique church carved into the cliffs of Mokattam. To reach it, you have to pass through the nearby Garbage City, a neighborhood where Cairo's Zabaleen community lives and works recycling the city's waste, a unique and important part of Cairo's story. Taking an Uber to the Cave Church is fine, but it can be hard to get an Uber back. You can catch a local taxi from the church back to the city, but be prepared to pay a bit more. The Cave Church, also known as the Church of Saint Simon, is the largest church in the Middle East, impressively carved right into the cliffs of Mokattam mountain. It serves as the main place of worship for the vibrant Coptic Christian community and can seat over 20,000 people. The sheer scale and unique location make it a powerful symbol of faith and resilience. Just few steps away from the massive main church, there is a smaller, older chapel built inside a natural cave. This hidden sanctuary adds to the spiritual and architectural significance of the site, offering a more intimate space for prayer and reflection within the mountain itself. After a long and busy day, it was time to head back to the hotel, freshen up, and get ready for the much-awaited dinner cruise, complete with belly dancing and live entertainment. I booked the ticket online in advance. There are different types of cruises available depending on the price and service quality. I went with a 4-star cruise, which offered a great experience overall: belly dance, tanora dance, live singing, bongo drum performances, and a buffet dinner with views of the Nile at night. I've added the booking link in the description if you'd like to check it out. And just like that, the night came to a beautiful end. The performances, the music, the dinner, it all made for a truly memorable experience on the Nile. I genuinely enjoyed every moment, soaking the culture, the views, and the vibrant energy of the city by night. After the cruise, I headed back to the hotel, tired but happy, ready to unwind, recharge, and start planning for an exciting and adventure-filled day 3 in Cairo. Day 3, which is my last day in the city, began with a visit to one of the most important religious and historic sites in the Islamic world, Al-Azhar Mosque. On the way, I soaked in the city's energy, busy streets, honking cars, and people hustling amidst buildings that often look aged and worn. But there's a reason for that charm. Many Cairenes deliberately leave buildings unpainted or unfinished to avoid higher taxes, and the exposed rooftop structures signal future family expansions. It's part of daily life, pragmatic and authentic. Al-Azhar Mosque, built in 970 AD, It's one of the oldest mosques in Cairo and home to Al-Azhar University, the world's second oldest continuously operating university and a major center of Islamic learning for over 1,000 years. The architecture is stunning, elegant courtyards, detailed arches, and peaceful prayer halls that reflect the beauty of Islamic art and scholarship. After exploring the local market near Al-Azhar Mosque, I made my way to the Cairo Citadel. Perched high on a hill, the Citadel offers panoramic views of the entire city and is one of the most important historical fortresses in Egypt. Built in the 12th century by Saladin to defend against Crusader attacks, it has since become a symbol of Cairo's strength and legacy. The highlight here is the stunning mosque of Mohammad Ali Pasha, also known as the Alabaster Mosque. Its grand Ottoman-style architecture, large domes, and towering minarets make it one of the most beautiful mosques in the city. Inside, the vast prayer hall, massive chandelier, and intricate detailing reflect pure elegance and power. Apart from the mosque, the Citadel complex also houses museums, military exhibits, and other historic mosques. It's a place where Cairo's skyline, history, and spirituality come together, and it's absolutely worth the climb. After enjoying the panoramic view of the city, just a few meters away, I visited the National Military Museum, which I explored briefly before heading to the next highlight of the day, the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. I was amazed by the incredible displays, especially the royal mummies, including those of famous pharaohs, and the exquisite golden mask of Khufu, along with other priceless golden treasures. Although recording wasn't allowed in the royal mummy and treasure rooms, I was fascinated by the craftsmanship and precision of these ancient artifacts, truly mind-blowing considering the limited technology of that time. Next, I headed to Coptic Cairo, home to some of the most sacred and historical religious sites in Egypt. The highlights here include the Hanging Church, St. Sergius Church, and the Ben Ezra Synagogue. First was the famous Hanging Church, also known as the Church of the Virgin Mary. It's called the Hanging Church because it's built above the remains of a Roman fortress gate, literally suspended over ancient ruins. It's one of the oldest and most significant Coptic churches in the country, known for its beautiful wooden ceiling shaped like Noah's Ark and its spiritual atmosphere. Then I visited the Church of St. Sergius, also known as Abu Serga, believed to be built over the very spot where the Holy Family took refuge during their flight into Egypt. Beneath the church lies a small crypt, said to have sheltered baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, a deeply spiritual and emotional place to witness. I also stopped by the Ben Ezra Synagogue, one of the oldest in Cairo, reflecting the once thriving Jewish community and their important place in Egyptian history. What amazed me most was how all these places of worship, churches, a synagogue, and nearby mosques exist in such close proximity. It's a powerful symbol of religious harmony. As I got closer to winding up my trip, I made my way to the iconic Cairo Tower, one last highlight before saying goodbye to this unforgettable city. Standing at 187 meters tall, it's the tallest structure in Egypt and North Africa, offering a breathtaking 360-degree panoramic view of Cairo. I had dinner at the revolving restaurant at the top, slowly rotating as I enjoyed my meal and watched the city glow under the night sky. From the Nile River to the pyramids in the distance, It was the perfect way to reflect on everything Cairo had shown me: history, culture, chaos, and charm, all in one skyline. You'll need a ticket to visit the tower, and I booked a priority pass that included skip-the-line access, entry to the viewing platform, and a table at the revolving restaurant. After dinner, I passed by the famous el-Khalili market to pick up some souvenirs. This centuries-old bazaar is not just a shopping spot, it's a cultural landmark in Cairo. Built in the 14th century, it's one of the oldest and most vibrant markets in the Middle East, filled with handcrafted goods, perfumes, spices, jewelry, lanterns, and endless treasures. And just like that, my journey through Cairo came to an end. From ancient pyramids and golden treasures to sacred churches, vibrant souks, and unforgettable meals along the Nile, this city surprised me at every turn. What I thought would be a quick visit turned into one of the most enriching travel experiences of my life. Cairo is chaotic, yes, but it's also full of history, heart, and stories waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SJ Global Tales for more adventures from around the world.